Digits on the beat.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Diamond, and I am back with another story time for you guys. And I know the title looks bad, but it's not as bad as it looks. You just have to stay tuned, watch the story time all the way through so you understand. But yes, before we go ahead and get into this video, go ahead and like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And if you're not, click that notification bell so you know every single time that I post. You won't regret it, I promise. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So this happens when I was 18. It was my senior year of high school, and it was my first job at Taco Bell. So I had a manager. This manager, he was really cool. He was like one of the coolest managers there. I wouldn't say I was digging him because obviously I didn't look at him that way. I don't mix business with pleasure, and if anyone knows, it's obviously a saying that it's not a good thing to mix business and pleasure. But I was 18, so I wasn't even, not that I wasn't thinking about it, but I wasn't, he just wasn't my type at the moment. So yeah, anyway, he would say little slick little he would say slick little flirty things and stuff. I'm not gonna name his name, but let's name him DJ. Let's name him DJ. So DJ was 26 years old with a wife and kids, right? So I wouldn't say that was a work bae or nothing, because all we did was really flirt and stuff, but it wasn't really that to me. It wasn't really flirting. It was more of he was a cool manager, and he was my friend. I don't know if he thought of it was anything different, but it definitely was flirting, I would say. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it wasn't flirting. So one night, obviously on the shift, he asked me for my number. So me being the 18-year-old that I am, I gave it to him, even though yes, I knew he had a whole wife and kids, but I just wasn't thinking oh, this is gonna be my boyfriend, or this is gonna be somebody I'm kicking it with. I don't know, I just thought, honestly, I really just thought of him as a co-worker. I really didn't, when I slid him my number, I just wasn't thinking oh, he has a whole wife. Then again, I was 18, then again, I was younger, so I guess thinking I wasn't really interested like that, it would have been fine, but I guess not, whatever. So we exchanged numbers, and that happened. And while we were texting, he'd say things oh, you're cute, and all this stuff, and I'd be oh, thanks. He would still flirt as if we were in the workplace, and a lot of people flirt with me, so I didn't really take it as oh, he's trying to get with me, because a lot of people flirt with me and don't be trying to get with me directly. Yeah, they do sometimes, but not all the time. So I just really didn't take. So he was still flirting with me through text message, as if we were at work, and he would swipe up on my Snapchats and all this stuff, and he would delete them. But I just me being an 18-year-old, I just didn't think I don't know, I just didn't think about it like that. So when he texted me, I remember one time he was talking about getting with me, and I would tell him oh no, you have a whole wife and kids, that's not something I'm down with. I'm 18 years old, I'm going off to college. I don't know, that was just a big factor in it, as well as I wasn't trying to be nobody's little, I wasn't trying to be all of that. So I just told him, I was no, you have a whole wife and kids, no, whatever. So after that conversation, it's never came up again. Yeah, he flirted, but it was never it was never anything how he was trying to get with me before. So one day, I'm at work, and I knew his wife looked like. One second. I know who she was, but she wasn't someone I knew. If she walked up and said, hey, I'm looking for DJ, I wouldn't have questioned who is this. I know who she is, you get what I'm saying? So I know what she looks like and everything. So one day she pulls up to Taco Bell.
Open the fuck up!
While I was working, and she walks in and she was like, "Are you Diamond?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh, well, let me speak to you outside real quick." I'm like, is she about to cuss me out? Because last time I checked, that was your man hopping on somebody else. Because I told him in the text messages. But whatever. So we walk outside. I was like, yeah, sure. So we walk outside. She was like, so what's going on with you and DJ? And I was like, what do you mean what's going on with me and DJ? Oh, well, I saw his phone and your name was in it and all this stuff, and I saw the conversation. Okay, well, and I told her, I was like, okay, well, with all, and like, to me, I was still a kid, and like, to me, she was an adult, so I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but I definitely was letting sis know, hell no, you're not finna just come at me like as if your man doesn't need talking to. So she asked me about him, whatever. I saw the messages and I was like, well, with all due respect, well, then you know what's going on because you saw the messages. Why are you asking me? She's like, oh, well, I just wanted to let you know to stay away from him and all this stuff. I was like, sis, stay away. First of all, we work at the same job. You want to tell him to quit because I'm not? That's one. Stay away how? Two, you're telling the wrong person to stay away, miss. Last time I checked, I didn't ask him for his number. Three, if you read the messages so freaking hard, you would see that I told him he has a whole wife and kids and I'm good. She has the nerve to be like, you still responded though.
Ooh.
I still responded, sis, so did your nigga. What? So whatever. So we're like going back and forth and we're talking about it and like whatever. And like finally at the end, like I guess she, like as I'm telling her, like maybe he told her something different. So I'm thinking she really didn't read the messages. I'm thinking she read some of it and he like woke up before she could finish or something. I don't know. But she damn sure ain't know what the fuck she was talking about to have read the messages so hard. But anyway, so finally we get to the end of the conversation. Like we wasn't really talking about nothing. She was just trying to figure out what was going on, which honestly it was really just texting. Like I let her know like, hey, we never went anywhere. We never did anything. Like this never happened. Like literally it was like he flirted with me at work and he asked for my number and did the same thing through text message. That was it. And like honestly, I felt bad for her. Like I carried your child, I carried your children, and here's some little young dime in high school. You're 26. I was 18. Not that that's illegal or nothing, but when you're 26, you shouldn't be looking for 18-year-olds. I mean, maybe it's just me, but you shouldn't be looking for an 18-year-old. So I felt bad for her and I was trying so hard not to snap on her. And like, don't get me wrong, she didn't even come at me slick in any type of way. She came at me as pretty much as like, that's my nigga, what's going on type thing. And like, I wasn't really messing with the fact that like, she had a whole different perspective, meaning he probably told her something else. And like, mind you, younger girls do come on to older guys sometimes. Like, not saying that older guys don't prey on young girls, like that definitely happens, but older girls do come on to older guys. Like sometimes we do like older guys and it does happen, and it's like, but in his eyes it's almost like it's sickening. Like, why would you want an 18-year-old? You have a whole family, you have a whole wife and kids, and you're coming for an 18-year-old. Why? I don't know, it just kind of blew me because it was like, you're not gonna make it seem like I came on to you. You get what I'm saying? So like, after a while in the workplace, I kind of like stopped rocking with him like that. And then like, we picked back up again. I guess because I'm like, damn, I have to work with him and like, he's really trying and like, we're cool. But like, I definitely stepped in and let him know, like, listen, we're strictly friends, no more texting, none of that, because if another bitch pull up on me, my mom's pulling up on them, period, okay? I don't have time for none of that. No grown asshole finna pull up on me. Like, I literally was telling him that, and he was just like, damn, she came, whatever. Like, I guess he didn't even know. And like, I had told him, I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, you're not gonna say. And he was just like, oh, like, I didn't even know all that happened, like, I'm gonna talk to her, all this stuff, whatever. I was like, please don't, because it's like, at the same time, she kind of has a right. Like, why are you asking some 18-year-old for her number and doing all this stuff? And like, he just didn't have anything to say, and he was just like, you're cool though, like, you're a cool person. I'm like, listen, I can be a cool person at work, we don't gotta text, none of that stuff. But anyway, so finally, whatever, we get to finish talking, and I let her know the tea, I let her know everything, like, whatever, and she was just like, I'm sorry, and thank you for reminding him that he had a wife and kids. That was like, when she told me that, and she thanked me for that, like, I was like, bro. Dumb bitch 101. First of all, the first thing, when your nigga is cheating on you, the first thing you do not do is go to the female. The first thing you do not do. If you have to sit there and apologize, oh, thank you for reminding him, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sis, it was never meant for you to come there, and you look so dumb. You look so stupid, because he's at home chilling on the couch with the kids and everything. They plan it, and you out here playing detective, trying to talk to the female as if your nigga's not the problem. Leave that nigga today. Like, not an hour from now, leave that nigga right now. Pack your bags right now, sis, because that's not the guy for you. Like, it's not. And it's like, it's crazy, because it's like, you really need to be careful who you have kids with. Like, you really do. Like, after we, like, my thing is that, first of all, when you get into a community relationship, you shouldn't really even be looking for anything else anyways. You should have all of that out of your system. And all of that is not out of your system, then stop being selfish and don't bring somebody else into your mess. Okay? Like, I even had somebody ask me not too long ago, like a week ago, asked me to be a side bitch. Boy, you were smoking dick, like, a side bitch. Like, huh? Like, ladies, value yourself. Never let no nigga do that to you. That's the story time for another day, and I might get to it. I'll let you guys know. But ladies, value yourself. Like, value yourself. And it was somebody that I loved. Like, don't get me wrong, it was somebody that I was in love with. And like, and it really took, I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, it didn't take a lot for me. Like, I just immediately said no and didn't think about it. No, I fucking thought about it. I did. Just because I still wanted him in my life. I still wanted him there. And it's like, I thought about him like, damn, the way I want him, I can't have him unless I'm a side bitch. But then I had to put myself first. And I was like, you know what? I can't be no side bitch. Like, I'm a fucking dime. I am a 10. Like, any nigga would be lucky to have me. And I'm over here trying to play side bitch to somebody who wants me as a second, when there could be somebody out there who wants me as a first. Like, no, baby. No, baby. It's not gonna happen like that. No, baby. No. So, yeah, guys. Moral of the story. First of all, don't give your number to any managers in your job. That's one. Especially if he has a wife and kids. 2, value yourself. Don't be dumb bitch 101. Don't be that wife that pulled up on the little 18-year-old trying to ask questions. Like, don't be that girl. If you have to ask questions and you have to question someone's loyalty, you don't need to be with them. That's not the person that you need to be with, because honestly, there are so many other people that are willing to not have you question whether this person is cheating on you or not. With a 18-year-old. Let's not forget. Like, and still to this day, like, he'll unadd me, he'll add me back on Snap, like, all this stuff. Or like, I remember he used to message me on Snap and like used to like delete the messages still. And I'm like, bruh, you're not tired of this? Like, at this point, I'm a whole sophomore in college. Like, I've been stopped talking to you. Boy, you were still working at Taco Bell. You were not the person I'm ever trying to be with. Like, you were never even in my mind when I thought of having a boyfriend. Like, ever. Like, ever. Not even when I was at Taco Bell. Like, ever. Like, That was disgusting. But yeah, guys, so that was the story time of when somebody's wife pulled up on me at my workplace and tried to let me know what's up, I guess. When she should have been letting her nigga know what was up. But not my business. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Go ahead and like, comment, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And don't forget that if you're not new to the channel, go ahead and click that notification bell, guys. We are on the way to 400 subscribers. If you're watching this video, hit that subscribe button. I repeat, if you are watching this video and you have not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe. We are on the way to 400 subscribers. Join the family. Why not? You're watching this video, you're going to watch more videos, so why not just join the family so you don't miss another one or have to see it late? You can see it immediately when it comes out. And if you want, you can even click that notification bell. And we are out. Peace. Bye.